everyone, welcome back to the Night Students channel. My name is Tati and today I thought I'd talk about results day. I feel like a lot of people dread results day. I know when I was getting my results, I was really nervous for that day. So yeah, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to prepare for results day, but also I wanted to focus mainly on clearing, but just in case people are confused about what goes on if you don't get the grades that you needed to get into your top choice or even your second choice. So yeah, I'd say with results day in general, the main thing is to just be prepared and be early. You know, the earlier you wake up, the earlier you collect your results, you can figure out what's going on a lot quicker that way. So yeah, that's just an overall tip in general for results day. So let's talk about clearing. So if you're unsure, if you don't get the grades that you needed to get into your first choice or your second choice university, you go through clearing. You can then still get into university, which is good. I know it sounds quite scary, mainly because we aren't really told that much about what you need to do for clearing, but you know, I went through clearing myself, so I'm going to share my top tips for how to successfully go through clearing with minimal stress. And at the end of the day, no matter what happens, I try to think that everything happens for a reason, and even if you don't know the reason right now, the reason will reveal itself at some point in your life. So yeah, so obviously your ideal scenario would be you get into your first choice uni and that's it, but sometimes things don't go to plan, so it's important to keep an open mind and be prepared. Before you collect your results, I'm pretty sure you can check on UCAS what the decision is, and on UCAS it will say whether you've gone to your first choice, your second choice, or you've been put into clearing. This way you can kind of have a better idea of how the day is going to go and what it is that you need to prepare before going to collect your results. So I highly suggest checking your email, checking track, you know, on UCAS, just to be 100% sure about your plan for the day. And before results day arrives, I would highly suggest doing some research. So, you know, have a backup option in mind. Look at different universities, look at different courses, and as I've already said, just make sure to keep an open mind throughout the whole process. And obviously there's different ways to do this. So you could either look online, you know, just search through different universities' websites, or you could talk to your school or college's career advisors and they can help you kind of navigate what it is you're trying to find. That way you can kind of see what different courses are available to you to still head down the same career path that you wanted to do. So for example, for me, I studied television and broadcasting, but I initially wanted to do film production, and after speaking to the department, I was able to get the correct information, and I was told, actually, I feel like this course would suit you better for what it is you're trying to achieve and what you've told us that your interests are, if that makes sense. I'd highly recommend doing that because you also want to enjoy your course. So you want to make sure it's something that you know you can do and you know that you'll enjoy. So yeah. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that entry requirements for courses that have vacancies during clearing can be quite flexible. So even if you think, oh, I've got maybe a grade or two below what they're asking for, it's still worth phoning up just to check because you never know. Okay, and moving on to my next point, as I just mentioned, phoning up the universities personally. Don't get anyone else to do it for you, not your mom, not your dad, not your teachers or anything. Do it personally. That way you can sell yourself and then you can really show that you are keen to go to that university and study that course. It just feels a lot more personal and universities are more likely to resonate with that. I remember when I was going through clearing, I had a spreadsheet in advance, you know, the day before, of the different unis that I was going to call. So the name, the number, the course code, the course name, and like what it is they're looking for example. And then you just work your way through the list. So whether you want to do that or you just want to write a list or write notes on your phone, for example, it's just easier that way instead of, you know, looking on the internet last minute trying to find the numbers for the correct admissions office or the clearing line. That way you can just, you know, breeze through the calls. And also when you're looking and deciding what universities you want to call, decide what's important to you. So whether that's the location, for example, I could have gone to my second choice uni, but it was really far away, so I decided not to do that. So you have to think about, do you mind moving really far away from home, or is it the course you're mainly focused on, or is it a certain uni you want? Like, just look at all the different options, decide what's important to you, but don't write anything off from the get-go, you know, just so that you have options to play with. As well as that, you also want to have your personal details ready when you're asked. So your name, date of birth, age, all of that, your UCAS number, for example, and your grades, just so that when you're being asked information, you can get it really easily, just so that you can be organized and don't stress yourself out whilst you're on the phone call, and then you get through it so much quicker. Okay, so let's say you have 10 universities on your list of unis to call. Let's say you're turned down by the first 6 universities you call. Don't give up. Make sure you stay persistent because you never know. It could be that 10th and final uni to be the one to say yes. So definitely don't give up. So when you get an offer, the university should hold that offer for around 24 hours. So you don't have to give them a decision there and then. They'll make you an offer and then you can decide whether you want to decline or accept that offer, which is really good because it allows you to keep your options open. So let's say you get an offer from 3 different universities when you're going through clearing. That way you can take a day, you know, think about it, look at the different universities and then come to your decision. And if this is the case and you're on the phone and the university, you know, wants to offer you a place, that is your opportunity to ask as many questions as you would like. And I'd highly recommend asking about accommodation. So obviously accommodation is one of those things that varies from uni to uni in terms of price and, you know, if it's en suite or not, the location in regards to shops and the uni campus and all of this. So I'd highly recommend asking about accommodation, and also if there are any university open days coming up, because a lot of universities after clearing will have, you know, another open day for the people that have, you know, just been accepted after clearing. So yeah, those would be my main tips for managing clearing. But the main thing to remember is just to stay calm, be prepared, and remember that everything happens for a reason and you'll be fine. So I hope everyone has a good results day. I hope it all goes smoothly no matter what happens. So yeah, good luck. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions, definitely make sure you leave them in the comment section down below. I'm gonna go now, but I'll see you next time. So bye.